So what is up, pimps, hoes and buffaloes? I have a video for you guys to watch today which can pretty much be described as a mini response to some of the Twitter beef that's been going down in the past couple of days, and the whole purpose of me doing this commentary is for me to give you guys my views on what constitutes a good Call of Duty player. And you guys will realise that nowadays, when this question is posed to some of the members of the community right now, the immediate response will be that of those who simply post high scoring gameplays. And what I want to do in this video is really break down some of those aspects of a player's game which enable them, in my opinion, to be classified as a good Call of Duty player. And by all means, I don't want to be seen as someone who is going out to slate anyone's playstyle in particular. This is simply my views on some of the matters at hand right now, and you guys are quite within your rights to disagree with anything I do say in this video, and you guys know that I love the interaction. So if you guys think at any point in this video, you know what, Buffalo, I disagree with what you're saying right now, I think we should look at it this way, and I think this is actually what constitutes a good player, then let me know in the comment section below and we can discuss it. But anyway, let's look at the first mini debate surrounding this whole thing, and that is playing the objective. And there are two ways, in my opinion, to look at it in terms of how you shouldn't do it. And first of all, the player that goes out and completely ignores the flags. You guys know that domination is a team-based game. The whole idea is to get more captures of flags and hold flags for longer than your enemy team before the 200 score limit surpasses. And for me, players that go out there and completely ignore flags, they are not keeping to the team player role, and this shouldn't be the way it's done. And as well as that, there's always that one guy that thinks he'll run around capping every single flag that your team doesn't own in order to win the game quick and all of that sort of stuff. But for me, this isn't what a good player is, because you can pretty much guarantee that this player who rushes around with his SMG or his shotgun, capping every flag that your team doesn't hold, he'll end up going negative simply because he will die so many times in order to try to get that success and cap that flag that by all means, he may get 1 or 2 kills on the way, but before he actually does get that flag capture, he'll have died 5 or 6 or 7 times in the process of doing that. So for me, that isn't a good player. A good player in terms of playing the objective is someone who knows the right time to push a flag. And as well as that, someone who knows that defending a flag is just as important as capping one. As, you know, the home base that you cap at the start of a domination game, if you can hold that for the entirety of a domination game, you know, 1 or 2 players just camping on that home flag, if the rest of your team can go and get B and, you know, spawn trap at C, do whatever you want in order to, you know, what makes you enjoy it the most. But if you can have someone who's there to defend flags as well as players going around capping flags, you will win the game, and that is a really smart way to build up a good score in domination and ensure that your team come away with the win. Okay, let's look at someone else who knows exactly what kits to use at the right time. For me, this is another thing that constitutes a good player. Someone who realises that in different situations, you should switch out to a different kit. And by all means, kill streaks, for me, specialist, it is fun to go out and get a MR. But when you're losing a game, you should realise that it is time to put on support in order to get your team back into a winning position and hopefully make it as difficult for the enemies to retain a lead as it could possibly be. So maybe stick in a counter UAV, a UAV, EMP, anything like that on, just to give your team the best possible chance of fending off the enemy and, you know, bringing a game back to a winning position. And from my opinion, if you're losing a game and you're not having any luck with specialists, you should turn it off, because, you know, specialist is a really selfish way to play. It doesn't help the team in any way, in my opinion. So that is my views on that. And finally, the most important thing for me in terms of what makes a good Call of Duty player is someone that can hold consistent statistics. And you guys will know that in recent Call of Duties, the whole idea surrounding statistics proving a good player is something that's been really frowned upon. And by all means, I share the view that if someone does have a win-loss, a good win-loss, it may just simply be because they play in a full team the majority of the time. And if you do have someone with a good win-loss and a good KD, for me, I think these two things mounted together in one makes for me a good Call of Duty player. Someone that can able to win a game for the team, and someone that's able to hold a good positive kill-death ratio throughout their time playing a game is, for me, what is a good player. Because you look these days at these amazing scores being posted on YouTube, but you've really got to look at it as the fact that for the past 30 or 40 games previous to this game, they've got no way near the standard of what they've just got. And someone that can consistently provide a good kill-death ratio in terms of playing the objective still for his team and doing well, helping the team out as well as yourself, for me, that is what constitutes a good Call of Duty player. And I realise that I haven't really had as much time as I'd have wanted to speak about this today, but by all means, that is the basics for me of what constitutes a good Call of Duty player. There shouldn't really be such a massive argument right now about players doing things wrong, players doing things right, because right now in Call of Duty, there isn't a right way of doing things, apart from pretty much the main things that I've said in this video today. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, and you've taken something out of it, and hopefully now you won't go run around trying to cap 50 flags in a game and dying 100 times, and hopefully you won't just keep running over those flags in order for your team to win and you to do good. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll be streaming later on tonight, so make sure you're there. I'm out, guys. Peace.